We've been covering dating trends for literally over a decade on this show.
Wow. Long time.
And the more we get into them, the more unhinged, untethered, and ridiculous they seem to get.
Yes. Yep.
That's how we like it.
Yeah.
And if you need an example of how weird it's actually getting, look no further than today's call. When a beautiful woman asked our listener to purposely take her out on a date she would hate.
Oh, okay.
Why on earth would she want that? And why would he agree to actually do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He says when you hear what the trend is, it's all going to make sense. You're going to hear it in your second date update right after this. Some guys feel this way. I know I do. But as a man, if a person on a dating site ever approaches me and is very forward and direct in their pursuit, that sends up alarms.
What?
It's funny because I kind of agree,
like
bro.
It's like, boy, this person must be really messed up if they actually want me.
Oh, well, actually, now that you pinpoint it to just you,
Right.
and that being the red flag, I actually can see that.
Did they lose a bet or something?
Yeah.
Am I being lured into a trap of some sort?
God.
Seriously.
What is going on with
Do you
them?
know what I do for work?
Yeah, but for our listener, Damon, he looked right past those blaring alarms and went forward with a different type of date. A date he says he's never been on before in his life, and he's gone on a lot. So, Damon, welcome to the show. What type of date was it?
So I was on a dating app with this girl, Marissa,
Yeah.
and she called it a contradictory date.
Contradictory date.
Never heard of that.
What is that?
Date. Like you do opposite things. You eat dessert and then you work out.
Oh,
That's awful.
It was weird. I had no idea what I was getting into, and she told me it's kind of like the person and the type of date that you would normally not go on. So it's counter to what you're used to.
So is she telling you?
A little offensive to you.
Yeah, because basically she's saying you're not my type.
So that's the thing is it was kind of like a backhanded compliment because she was like, nothing about your profile really speaks to me.
But I'll try it.
I mean, I can see where you've been doing the same thing for so long and you're like, it's not working on these apps, so let me do the opposite.
Because your type's not always good.
Well,
Like my type's awful.
Maybe what she's saying isn't that you're bad, it's that I have bad taste, so I need to switch it
Which
up.
also feels icky.
Yeah.
Well, she did say that I was cute, so I took that as a good sign.
You have to have something for
She's
her to go on a date with
Usually I go with hot, muscular, but you're cute.
Yeah, you're a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like going for a person you're not normally going for. And what was the other part of a contradictory date?
Well, it was like going for a person, but also going for experiences. And her friends apparently told her about this type of date, and she was like, screw it, I'll try it. And apparently she was like, would I be up for this? And I was like, sure, that sounds interesting, experimental, why not?
Well, I like that she laid it all out there.
Yeah, true.
So, did she explain what was contradicting? Like you said, the date itself was even
the activity.
Yeah, the activity is supposed to be different.
Exactly. So I guess, from her profile and from her photos and everything, it looked like she was like a really outdoorsy type of person. And don't get me wrong, I like going out, but when I'm going out, I like to do more urban exploration stuff and go to bars.
Bar hopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you want to have 5 bars on your phone signal wherever you're going, so that makes sense to me.
So what did you guys end up doing?
Yeah, we went out to a bar. We went out to a pool hall, I know. And
Okay.
Okay,
so it's something
We did what you like.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was something you familiar with.
yeah, because she was like, I want to do stuff that I don't normally do.
Okay.
Well, maybe she's not calling you back because she hated it.
I'm a hangover.
Yeah.
No. She seemed to enjoy it. And it's weird, too, because she was like, do something you would normally do, and I would normally go and play pool at this pool hall with my friends. And so she was like, you should also invite your friends so I can, get to know them and everything. And I was like, are you sure for a first day? Yeah, it was weird. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's not how I play it. But at the same time, she was gung-ho about it. So I was like, all right.
Oh, my God. What were your friends' reactions when you told them what they were meeting up with you for?
Before the date, they were like, oh my gosh, she's going to be a catfish or whatever. And then when we got there and when she got there and we were all playing pool and we were all getting along, they kind of pulled me aside. They were like, dude, she's actually really hot.
Hey.
So that was nice.
Get the friends' sign of approval.
Yeah, exactly. And so at this first point, I was like, speaking of contradictory date and everything, I was kind of like, usually on one of my dates at this point, I would have gotten a second base by now. So you should contradict yourself.
If you want to do stuff that you normally don't do,
We should start kissing.
God.
that's funny.
Did she
I think
laugh?
you said it in a weird way.
She
maybe.
did laugh.
Okay.
She laughed.
But she didn't kiss you right then.
No, not at all.
Okay. So was that the whole date? You guys just did beer and pool with your buddies?
Well, no. So she was actually asking me, like, what do you normally do from here?
Oh.
And the game was on, so we went to a sports bar and we're drinking and watching college football.
Okay.
I'm sure she doesn't.
I like how she asked what you normally do with your friends, not what you normally do on a date. Like you're just imitating a bros night, not
it does
a
sound
date.
like a bro night, yeah.
I mean, she was trying to, like, kind of get out of her comfort zone.
Got it.
Okay.
So she was like, how do you normally hang? How do you normally chill? And we can turn that into a date.
Okay.
All right.
So maybe it's like Alexis said. It's a fun night with the bros, but nothing necessarily romantic. Unless, I don't know, how did it end?
So I told her, I mean, at that point, I was like, I tell you what, this isn't over. You owe me at this point. How about I get a contradictory date? And I will do all of the things that are outside of my comfort zone and more within your realm.
I love that, bro.
I mean, that's cute. That's a good way.
Try to leave it open, yeah. And I've been texting her only like once or twice. I'm not trying to be like super
Yeah, don't be weird.
pushy about it.
Once or twice an hour
I
is what he
still
meant.
feel like at least you gave her the out. Like even if she had a bad date, she can drag you on a bad date next. Like now it's her turn.
Who, if you have one bad date, who doesn't want another one?
Yeah.
I mean, at least
Honestly, I would love a bad date with her.
Okay.
that's
Well,
kind of cute.
let's talk to her, get her on the phone, and try to convince her to take you on the absolute worst date of your entire life when we come back for a second date update right after this. If you're just joining us, we've been talking to Damon about his contradictory date
Yes.
with Marissa, which is a new thing that we just learned about, where you go out with someone you normally wouldn't go for and do activities you normally wouldn't do.
Oh, man, that's a lot of wouldn'ts in there.
Like-
Like maybe we just do the one, not both.
Well, like if we were to do that on our show, Jose would run a 5K.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
Well, he'd walk it.
Yeah.
Not even, bro.
He
That's
paid an
all-
Uber Eats guy to do it for
There
him.
it is.
And Alexis would go out with an American man to a comedy pun-off.
Oh, I can't even think about. Oh my god, I'm pun off. Sorry, I was focused on the American.
I know, he speaks English.
Oh, no. So, but our listener Damon was challenged to do that, go on a contradictory date with Marissa, and that consisted of her drinking beers, playing pool, and watching football, because she normally doesn't do any of that.
Yeah. Do you regret, Damon, if because I know now you want her to take you out doing stuff you don't normally do. Like maybe you should have started with that. You know what I'm saying? Like the first date should have been all about things she likes that you have never done.
Well, it's too late now, Brooke.
Well, I know.
Yeah, try to
but-
read through the pity of what she just said. Do you feel like maybe you could have done a better job?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, that is a smart idea. I would have gone with that. But at the same time, she was the one that
That's
kind of
true.
came at me with this notion
That's true.
as egged on by her friends. So
I
Yeah.
like that.
That's true.
If she
Okay.
didn't like any part of the date when we call her, we just like, hey, that's your fault.
It's your fault.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
wanted this. You brought it upon yourself.
Blame your friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't throw it in her face like that. But
Well,
I
I
mean,
will. You don't have to.
Oh.
Let me be that guy. So
Yeah.
I'm going to call her right now, and we're going to make her feel bad if she didn't have a good
No.
Oh
time.
my God.
That is not what we're going to do.
All right. Well, we'll convince her to take you on the worst date ever. That was what you
Yes.
Worst date ever. Let's go.
wanted. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's make you hate
So
this.
funny.
We're going to do it. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, is this Marissa?
It is.
Hey, Marissa. I think you said yes.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
She said it is.
Her phone's not great, but
Yeah.
Marissa, you're on the radio right now with a show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Hey, Marissa.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, good
Hi.
morning.
Hi. What's happening right now?
What's happening is a segment that we do on the show called a second date update.
Hey, you're on the
Yeah.
show. Congratulations.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah, someone likes you. I don't know.
Aw.
Just trying to be positive, Jeff.
Yeah, it's not
Making
coming
it sound
through.
bad.
It
Okay.
sounds very sarcastic.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I was actually excited.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, well.
But no, we are.
God,
We're
this is
honest.
why I'm not going to try anymore,
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
That's the spirit, Brooke.
Now we're talking.
Now we're getting it. Anyway, Marissa, we actually are excited to talk to you because we've spoke earlier to a guy that you went on a date with named Damon.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Were you
Okay.
hoping we'd say somebody else's name?
Got excited at first.
I don't know what I was hoping. You guys have caught me so off guard.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That's okay. I mean, maybe you're just kind of taking it all in right now.
Processing.
Yeah.
Well, we're contacting you for a good reason because Damon said he had a really nice time with you. He actually told us about the whole idea, which we thought was really interesting. You wanted to do a contradictory date.
Yeah.
It is kind of silly. Like, we heard about it. It was interesting.
I mean, I got to say, good for you for proposing this and telling him you're not someone I would normally go for.
Yeah.
And then having him still agree to a date.
Us dudes are so thirsty.
I felt so bad saying it, but, I wanted to be upfront with him, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
that's good. You're not trying to hide
he
things from
wasn't
people.
insulted at all. He was actually really excited about, how different you were.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get a vibe of like, what did you think about your contradictory date? Did you have a good time?
I actually did have a good time. I mean, this was not my idea, right? It was my friends who suggested it. I thought they were insane, but clearly what I was doing wasn't working for me anyway. So I was like, okay, we'll just try something. And it was probably the most relaxed date I've ever been on.
Oh, that's
Relax.
great news.
Normally that's
Because it was
good,
just
right?
it was hanging out, it was watching sports, it was, going to bars and
Low stress, right?
Oh my gosh. Wait, were your friends right? Was this like something to get you out of your comfort zone and find somebody you actually like?
yeah. I mean, I didn't want it to be right.
Oh my God.
Wait, but was it?
But you did have a good time.
I'm embarrassed to say that I did have a good
Why
time.
are you embarrassed?
Yeah.
Seriously, that's such a fun day.
Why aren't you calling Damon
Sports
back
day.
if you guys had a blast together?
What's embarrassing about it?
Well, he is normally not my type. That's not something that I've ever done before. I feel like we just leapt to the third date, where you just get to hang out. You know what I mean? It was so chill and it was so comfortable, and I don't know what to do with that. That's not what I'm used to,
So with him again.
It freaks you out that you are so comfortable with him. Is that what you're getting to?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Does that sound crazy?
That does sound
No.
crazy.
Not a bad problem.
So now you want to go
No.
back to your normal type.
The ones that make her really uncomfortable,
Where-
on edge.
And you're never going to call him
And you're not
back.
having fun or ever
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah,
like
you
you're
don't
having
feel like yourself.
Well, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound so good, does
Yeah,
it?
see, it's
Okay,
not.
yeah. But
It's
that,
not.
that sounds like what you're saying you want.
Isn't that what dating should be?
No.
Well, yes, for a little bit.
I don't think so. I think that when you meet somebody that you feel more yourself with than anyone else, then that's the sign that could be it. That could be the person you're supposed to be with. I don't know about forever, but at least for right now.
Okay, you saying that actually scares me a lot.
Aw.
Brooke, what
I
are you
don't think it
doing?
freak you out.
Why are you scaring the women on the phone
no.
by talking about them feeling good?
Just because you like him doesn't mean you have to rush into anything.
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
You
I
gotta
talked to
hang
people
out
for like
Look,
2 years and we're still not dating.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Yeah, listen to Alexis.
If you want to feel uncomfortable and you don't know what's going on, then let me do this to you and
Oh,
surprise
God.
you by telling you Damon's been secretly listening to this conversation,
What a
wanting to talk to
guy.
you.
Ah,
Doesn't that
oh, shut
freak
up.
you out?
Oh, no. Hi.
Oh, that was cute.
Hi. So it sounds like you were shocked that you had such a good time with me, huh?
Well, yeah, I didn't expect to, but I did. I mean, nothing in my body says, I should have had a good time, but I
Your
did.
body's rejecting him? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I've kind of been thinking about you, which is
Aw.
weird.
Aw,
Damon, you're making her feel too comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of blushing on my end. I mean,
That is
I-
so cute.
I'm glad I've made you feel good. I'm sorry that apparently other dates haven't made you feel good.
Or that she doesn't like to feel good.
Yeah, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to enjoy your time.
She's scared of good.
Aw.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean,
You are so cute.
are you opening to feel more good in the future? Because I like I said at the end of our date, I'm down to have a contradictory date the other way.
Yeah, you show him around.
Yeah.
You can have a bad date like you wanted.
Or
and so can he.
you just tell him to treat you poorly all night long. 'Cause it's,
That would definitely make me feel more comfortable if you could.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of my friends has a shirt that says, "Don't be mean, it turns me on."
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Damon, are you capable of that? Can you be the opposite of what you normally are?
I mean, that would be way outside my own comfort zone, and that's not exactly what I had in mind for a contradictory date, but if that's what she's into.
See? He's a sweet guy. It's different, huh?
It's
than the
not-
jerks you normally date.
That's awesome.
It is possible, like Brooke said, that maybe there's a chance you two are just made for each other.
Opposites attract.
Okay.
They do say that. So this contradicting thing may be onto something.
Makes me sick to say it, but yeah, you guys sound cute.
Oh, Jeff.
And that's contradictory to everything that I believe in. So,
He hates you.
yeah, I mean, this is disgusting.
just
so
go bleh?
I am. I want to get off the phone with these two.
I'm wondering if Marissa's been out with you before. Is
Yeah,
that, is
probably.
that
Yeah,
what's
this
going
is
on?
her type. Mr. Grumpy over
I mean,
here.
she's not my type, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, watch. She likes him now.
Anyway, look, we want to send you guys out on another date. That's the whole reason that we called you,
Oh,
Marissa.
you
so
better go, Marissa.
Date
You have
your
to.
choice.
we
You
will
have
pay
to
for
try
it if you say yes.
If you don't say yes, I'm going to call all your girlfriends.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to let them know.
Are we able to threaten listeners?
I don't know.
We
But
just
that's
did.
allowed.
Oh my God, all my girlfriends are going to start dating this way. This is going to be crazy.
Sweet guys. Oh, no.
I think they
We'll
would
make
kill
it
me if I said no. So,
That's right.
Oh.
Damon, I would like to go on another date with you.
This is so cute.
Puke, it's disgustingly beautiful. Oh my God. Congratulations, you
Yay, we
two.
did it.
I'm so excited to go on the worst date of my life.
Hey.
I will do whatever I can to make it terrible.
Don't sound depressed already.
Oh my God, this is the rom-com we needed.
Yeah.